Hello everyone, good afternoon to all of you, and I'm Kumar Ravi. I welcome all the students on English Medium Prep by Exampur. And today in this session we will discuss some questions based on optics. But before that we will cover some important things in optics so that we can do some questions also. Okay, in the morning session we have done some 30 concepts from the optics chapter. Okay, so first of all we will cover some optics theory portion, then after we will discuss some important questions. Okay, so everyone please just join this session as soon as possible. Join this session as soon as possible and share this session among all your friends. Okay, if you are new at this channel and if you have not subscribed this channel till now, then please do subscribe this channel and tell your friends about this channel so that they too can take the benefit of such important sessions. Okay, so everyone, okay, so we will discuss some important concepts in optics. Number one, that before starting the optics next session, I would like to tell you that you can watch the basic concepts of optics in the morning session at 10 a.m. Okay, so I am continuing from the basics onwards. So this is what yeah, light. Actually, sometimes a question is asked on the base of the nature of light. Okay, so the nature of light is of two types. Okay, nature of light, nature of light, nature of light. Nature of light. Okay, so when we talk about the nature of light, light light behaves as a particle and light behaves as a electromagnetic wave also. Okay, so it has two types of nature. Number one, particle nature, and another is, okay, one is particle nature and another is wave nature. Wave nature. Okay, so in particle nature it is said that light is made of very small particles which are known as photons. Okay, which are known as photons. Light, yes, I would write here. Light is made of tiny particles. Okay, light is made of tiny particles known as photons. So sometimes the name of the particle is asked of which the light is made of. Okay, known as photons. Known as photons. Known as photons. Okay, so light is made of tiny particles known as photons. known as photons. Known as photons. So, light is made up of tiny particles known as photons. Photons move on a straight line. My dear students, photons move on a straight line. Okay. Photon, these are very small particles. Photons move on a straight line. Photons move on a straight line with velocity with velocity 10 with velocity 3 into 3 into yes 3 into 10 to the power 8, 3 into 10 to the power 8 meters per second, 3 into 10 to the power 8 meters per second. Okay, so 3 into 10 to the power 8 meters per second. Okay, so this is all about the photons. So this is all about the photons. This is all about the photons. Okay, now when we talk about the wave nature, when we talk about the wave nature, okay, when we talk about the wave nature, okay, when we talk about the wave nature, light is an electromagnetic wave. 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 Okay, so light is an electromagnetic wave. Sometimes this one is also a question that light is which kind of light is the wave is. Okay, so light is an electromagnetic wave, and sometimes it is asked that please name the particle, please name the particle of which the light is made of photon. Please name the wave the light behaves. This is electromagnetic wave. Okay, so this is electromagnetic wave. So this is electromagnetic wave. Okay, so this is electromagnetic wave. This is electromagnetic wave. This is electromagnetic wave. देखिए. Okay, so these are the two natures of light. Okay, light behaves, light undergoes many physical phenomena. Okay, light undergoes many physical phenomena. 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 Number one, uh, number one, this is reflection. Number two, refraction. Number three, dispersion. Number four, scattering. Scattering. Okay. Number five, total internal reflection. Total internal reflection. Total internal reflection. Okay. So these are some important topics which are very important as a viewpoint of SSC exam. Okay, because I have seen that many questions are asked from reflection and refraction and dispersion, scattering and TIR. Many years ago a few questions were asked from interference. Okay, but interference is not important as a SSC exam, for SSC exams. Okay, so here we will study only these kind of physical phenomena. Okay, so only these kind of physical phenomena we will go through. Okay, so first of all I would explain about the reflection. Okay, so first of all I would explain about the reflection. First of all I would explain about the reflection. Okay, so now reflection. Reflection. Okay, so what is reflection? What is reflection actually? What is reflection? What is reflection? Suppose that this is normal. Suppose that this is normal. Okay, so this is normal. Okay, like this, and this is okay, this is the normal, and suppose that this is the light ray, this is the incident light ray. Okay, so this is incident light ray and this is the reflected light ray. Suppose that a light ray is incident like this and the light ray which is reflected from this point, this is like this. Okay, and this point is this line is known as normal, and this white surface, this white shiny and smooth surface is known as, this white shiny surface is known as, this white shiny surface is known as what? Reflecting surface actually. Okay, so this is the incident ray, this is the incident ray, IR. Okay, so this is IR and this is RR and this is RR. Okay, and this light ray when incident on this surface makes an angle I, makes an angle I with normal. Okay, so this angle is known as I angle actually. Okay, so this angle is known as I, this angle is known as I, like this. Okay, and suppose that this angle is known as, this angle is known as angle R. Okay, so this angle is known as R, like this. So this angle is known as angle of reflection, and this angle is known as this surface is known as mirror, and this surface is known as mirror. Okay, so these are these are like this. Now, so this phenomena is known as the reflection of light actually. So guys, here we will say that when a light ray when a light ray is incident on uh, when a light ray falls on the smooth shiny surface. Okay, when a light ray falls on the smooth and shiny surface, okay, shiny surface. So, light ray goes back to its medium. Light ray goes back to its medium. Light ray goes back to its medium. This phenomena is known as this phenomena of light is known as this phenomena of light is known as reflection of light. Reflection of light. Okay, my dear students, no change in speed of light, no change in wavelength of light, no change in frequency of light is observed after reflection. Okay, so this line is very important. So this line is very important, that no change no change in speed of light, frequency and wavelength of light is observed after reflection. After reflection. Okay, so this is known as the reflection. Okay, so this phenomena is known as the reflection. Okay, now reflection of light. Reflection of light. So this phenomena is known as the reflection of light. This phenomena is known as the reflection of light. चलिए, so note it down please. Okay, so this phenomena is the reflection. Now we will study some important points, just like that. This is the reflection, and there are two types of reflection actually. Okay, so there are two types of reflection. Let me first note it down that if this is a surface, okay, suppose that this is a surface, okay, suppose that this is a surface like this, okay, suppose that this is a surface, and this is a surface, this is a surface like this. Okay, suppose that this is a surface, this is a normal. Okay, so this is a normal actually, this is the normal. Now guys, suppose that this is the normal, and suppose that this is, suppose that this is the reflection, sorry, this is the reflected light ray, and here we can see that, here we can see that this is the incoming, this is the light ray which is going. Okay, so if the speed of light is v, okay, then, and the frequency of light is f, okay, and the wavelength of light is lambda, then obviously, okay, so vf comma lambda, so v comma f comma lambda, okay, all these things will remain same, all these 3 points will remain same. And suppose that, this is the amplitude, okay, and suppose that this is the amplitude, and suppose that this is the amplitude, which is a very small change, which is very small change, or a small which is a very small different from original amplitude. Actually, when the light ray get reflected, a very small change in amplitude is observed. Okay, so because the intensity of the light changes, and hence we can say that. Okay, so this is the basic concept. Now, and suppose that this is the, and suppose that this is the direction of light ray, this is the direction of incident light ray. Okay, so this is the direction of incident light ray like this, this is the incident light ray, this is the direction of incident light ray. Okay, so this is the direction of incident light ray, this is the incident light ray as like this. Okay, so here first of all we will say that we all know that about the angle of reflection. Suppose that this angle is I. Okay, so this angle is I, then obviously this angle will also be equal to I, and this angle will be equal to 90 minus I. Okay, so here this angle will be 90 minus I. So guys, here you can see that this is 90 minus I. It means, and we all know that this angle will be, okay, so this angle is actually R. This angle is known as R, and that's why, but this angle will be equal to 90 minus R, and hence we can say that, the angle between this ray and this ray will be equal to delta, and this will be equal to 90 minus I, and this will be equal to 90 minus I. Okay, so this will be equal to 90 minus I plus 90 minus R, 90 minus I plus 90 minus I plus 90 minus R, and this delta will be equal to 180 degree minus I plus R, okay, so this will be equal to 180 degree minus I plus R. Okay, here you can see that delta will be equal to 180 degree minus 2I. Why? Actually, we all know that angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection always. Okay, so here by using this that angle of reflection, okay, so this is number one, this is angle of reflection, this is equal to angle of incidence, and number two, incident ray, reflected ray and normal, all these three are in one plane. Okay, so IR comma RR and N are in one plane, okay. Incident ray, reflected ray and normal are in one plane. Okay, so they all are in one plane now. So we see that, this is okay. So this is delta is equal to 180 degree minus 2i, 180 degree minus 2i, 180 degree minus 2i, 180 degree minus 2i. Tick. Okay, so this is the angle. Actually, a question was asked in UPSC CDS, in 2018. Okay, from the same formula. A question was raised in UPSC CDS first exam in 2018. The question was that the angle of incidence is given 40 degree. Angle of incidence is equal to 40 degree, then what is the angle between incident ray and reflected ray? Actually, most of the students, they get confused that this is the angle, incidence angle, okay, and this is the angle of reflection, okay. This is 40 and this is 40, so the answer will be 80. Actually, this was the thinking of the students, okay, that this is the incident ray and this is the reflected ray, so the angle between these two rays will be I plus R. But it was not, okay, but it was not the correct answer, because incident ray means from the source to the infinite, not from infinite to infinite, no, from the source to the infinite, okay. So if I put this ray from like this, put this ray like this, or let me expand, okay, let me extend this light ray, okay, so let me extend light ray like this, so we will see that this one is also the incident ray, okay, but the reflected light ray is this. So here this ray will bend like this, I mean this ray will turn like this, okay, or this ray will deviate like this. If this ray will deviate like this, it means this is the angle between these two light rays, incident ray and reflected ray, and this one is also known as angle of deviation, okay. So this one is also known as the angle of deviation. So this is the method. Okay, guys, if you are watching live, then please do comment and let me know if you have any doubt. Okay, so here we will say that we will solve an UPSC problem. Okay, so UPSC CDS, UPSC CDS first. No, second. Actually, it was second exam. UPSC CDS second, 2018. Okay, so this was, yes, so UPSC CDS 2 2018. Okay, now guys, UPSC, when we talk about the angle of incidence, instead of angle of incidence is given as I is equal to 40 degree okay. So calculate the angle of deviation. Calculate the angle between calculate the angle between IR and RR. Okay, so calculate the angle between IR and RR. Okay, so this is okay. So solution is delta is equal to 180 degree minus 2i. Okay, so 180 degree minus 2i, 180 degree minus 2i, and this is equal to 180 degree minus 180 degree minus 2 into 40 degree, and delta is equal to 180 degree minus 180 degree minus 2 into 40 degree, and this is equal to 180 degree minus 80 degree. Delta is equal to okay, so this is equal to 100 and 100 degree, 100 degree. Okay, so this was the angle. Actually, this angle is also known as the angle of deviation. This angle is also known as angle of deviation, या deviation या divergent angle. Okay, so this is the divergent angle. Now guys, this is very important thing I have told you, and I'm sure that you will learn a lot of things from here, and you will qualify your exam with a very good rank. Okay, so this is okay, divergent angle or deviation angle. So this is the correct answer. Now suppose that in case of reflection, okay, so types of reflection, let me talk that types of reflection. Okay, so types of reflection. When we talk about the types of reflection means, okay, so when we talk about the types of reflection, then it means there are number one is regular reflection, and this is irregular reflection. Okay, so this is regular reflection and irregular reflection. And yes, so first let me explain the regular reflection. Okay, so let me explain the regular reflection. So what is regular reflection? Actually, suppose that this is the reflecting surface. Okay, suppose that this is the reflecting surface like this. Okay, so this is the reflecting surface like this, like this. Okay, suppose that this is the reflecting surface like this. Okay, and suppose that these are the two light rays. Okay, suppose that these are the two light rays, number one and then number two. Okay, suppose that, and this one is the reflecting light ray. So okay, so this one is the reflecting light ray like this. Okay, so this one is the reflecting light ray, and now suppose that again if another two light rays are incident like this. Okay, another two light rays are incident like this, then obviously we will see that, okay, then obviously we will see that this is the light ray number 1 and this is the light ray number 1 dash, okay, and suppose that this is the light ray number 2 and this is the light ray number 2 dash, okay. So now here we can see that this kind of reflection is known as the regular reflection, because, okay, so here when, here you can see that when when the normals of both the reflection points are parallel to each other, okay, if both the normal points are parallel to each other, suppose that here if we draw a normal, then the normal will be like this, okay, and suppose that, and again if we draw a normal like this, then obviously the normal will be look like this, okay. So here both the normals are parallel to each other. If the normals are parallel to each other, then obviously the incident ray, if the incident ray incident rays are also parallel, then obviously the reflected rays will also be parallel to each other, okay. So in this way we can do that, okay. But in case of regular reflection, sorry, irregular reflection, but in case of 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 irregular reflection इस तरीके से, suppose that now we if here we see that, now here we see that if a light is incident like this, okay, if a light ray is incident like this, so this is the incident ray, and now we can see that light is reflected like this, okay. So light is reflected like this, light is reflected like this, okay. So these are the 2 points, okay. So these are the 2 points, this is the reflection point, okay. So this is the reflection point like this, okay. So first point is this, here you can see that this is the normal, suppose that this is the normal, okay, and this is incident ray and this is reflected ray. Again I will send a light ray which is parallel to the incident light ray, like this, okay. Then obviously you will see that, this is the reflected light ray, okay. So this is a, suppose that this is a, suppose that this is a, suppose that this is like this, okay. So suppose that here you can see that, okay, suppose that this is a normal, okay. Now suppose that, so these are, here you can see that this one is the first light ray and this one is the first dash light ray, okay, and this one is the second light ray and this one is the second dash light ray. So finally here we can say that, if two light rays are parallel to each other, if two light rays are parallel to each other, like this, if two light rays are parallel to each other, okay, these first and second, but the normals are not parallel, then obviously such kind of reflection will be, irregular reflection, okay, because here the reflected light rays are not parallel to each other. So this is the reflected, so this is what actually I was talking about, okay. So please note down, so here please note down, so please note down, yes, please note down. Okay, please note down. So guys, okay, so this is all about the reflection. So this is all about the reflection. Okay, now we will move ahead of this, the reflection. So this is all about the reflection. Now we will study. Now we will study refraction. Now we will study refraction. Refraction. Now we will study refraction. Now we will study refraction. Suppose that when we talk about the refraction, okay, refraction means when a light ray goes from one medium to another medium. When a light ray goes from one medium to another medium, then it deviates from its path. It deviates from its path, and this concept or this phenomena is known as refraction of light. When a light ray goes from one medium to another medium, goes from one medium to another medium, goes from medium 1 to another medium. It deviates from its path. From its path. Okay, it deviates from its path. Okay, so this phenomena is known as this phenomena of light is known as this phenomena of light is known as refraction of light. Okay, so this phenomena of light is known as refraction of light. Suppose that, and suppose okay, suppose that if we talk about, suppose that if I talk about this, suppose that if I talk about this line, and suppose that this is the refraction, and suppose that this is the refraction. Okay, suppose that this is the light, a line, then this is known as normal, and suppose that this is the light ray. Okay, suppose that this is the light ray which is incident at this point, and this light ray goes from this, and then this light ray changes its path. It means it deviates from its path. For example, light ray has entered from air to water. Okay, so this is air to water. So this angle is known as I, and this angle is known as R. Okay, so this is angle of incidence, and this is angle of refraction. This is angle of refraction. Okay, so this is known as angle of refraction, like this. So this is known as angle of refraction. Okay, so here you can see that the light ray has changed its path. Okay, and similarly, if a light ray goes from denser medium to rarer medium, it means from okay, so this is denser medium, and this is rarer medium. If a light ray goes from denser to rarer, it will deviate away from the normal. Okay, so it will deviate away from the normal, like this. Okay, suppose that if a light ray goes from denser to rarer, okay, if a light ray goes from denser to rarer, like this, suppose that if a light ray goes from denser medium to rarer medium, then obviously this light ray changes its path. So this is angle I, and this is angle R. Okay, so denser to rarer, it deviates from its path. Okay, so it deviates from its path. So it deviates from its path. It deviates from its path. It deviates from its path. Please note down. Please note down. Yes. So this is the basic concept of refraction. So this is the basic concept of refraction. So guys, we will stop this class today, and tomorrow we will start from the same concept, same phenomena. Okay, and we will learn some more things, some more examples related to refraction, some more examples which are included in our day-to-day life. Okay, and I hope that you will you learn a lot of things from this channel. And I would say that please, if you are new at this channel, then please do subscribe this channel and share these kind of videos among all your friends. Okay, so these are very beneficial. Okay, so thank you so much.